Hey guys, so Champion Select. So a lot of games in Bronze are lost in Champion Select, and I say this because people like get really stuck on they want to play a champion really bad, or at least I do sometimes. Like if I've been playing Annie a lot, let's just say, um, I want to play Annie, so I pick her, and I don't care that they already have the counter to Annie or whoever it may be. If it's a Kali and they're playing Diana, Diana rocks a Kali, and if I'm stuck on wanting to play a Kali and they pick Diana, that's not a good choice. Okay. What else? So what am I doing right now? I'm banning very slowly. Why? Because I want my team to talk, right? I want this guy to say I like top or mid, and I want this guy to say don't ban Fiora. So now I know, hey, don't ban Fiora. This guy wants to play him, right? So that's that. So the other thing is just kind of like be mindful if like people are really bad at a certain lane and they say that they're really bad at it. Try and kind of be a little bit respectful and try and then maybe give them a shot. Um, and then the other thing you can do is like you can look people up. So like you can highlight this guy's name and you can go to lolskill.net and you can look up to see how well they play in whatever lane they want to play. And I think that's kind of helpful. Um, what else? If a champion gets really hard countered sometimes, like I know a Kali will get hard countered a lot. If you pick a Kali, they'll take like a Lee Sin or a Diana or something, and those picks don't come up that much in Bronze, but it does happen, and so just try and be careful of that, and try not to first pick those champions. Now, what else? So like this guy says he wants to play top, so or mid. This guy says Fiora mid better. Okay. So I don't know what's going on. So if he wants to play Fiora mid,
As
I'll say
balance
sure.
dictates.
I'll pick a Kali top. But now I'm going against my advice. See, I'm picking her, which can get hard countered first. So
What
you know
is
what? I'm
broken
not going to
can
do
be
that. I'm going to
reforged.
take something else, and I'm going to lock that in. So she doesn't get Fiora. I'm going to be greedy, and I'm going to take Riven. Awesome. Riven destroys Gnar. I don't know if you guys have had experience with this, but I know I have. And that's I wasn't really thinking about that, but I guess I should throw it in there as a bonus. If a new champion comes out and you figured out kind of what's good against that champion, and I'm not saying this is going to work all the time, but you got a pretty good chance of picking that champion. So like if Riven here counters this guy, so like if I'm gonna pick Riven, I know that there's a pretty good chance either someone on our team is gonna pick Gnar or someone on their team is, because he just came out, right? So that being said, this is a pretty safe pick right here. Oh well, now we got the troll pick. Awesome. Um, that's a pretty safe pick because there's a good chance that they'll pick, and you could be thinking, well, what if your teammates picked him? Well, that's true, but look, I'm first pick, and she's they're second and third, so like it's me first, and then they get two, and usually this guy gets picked pretty quickly, so I'm not that worried about it. Now, what else are we looking at? Their team comp is so far very good, so they have a kind of tanky like Bruiser. They got a CC either mid or support. They got a really high damage assassin with a really awesome, all around ADC. Has a bunch of like AoE damage. He can hide. He can do all sorts of crazy shit. Slow. So he's a really good pick. Just their team right now, honestly, is way better than ours, and I'll tell you why. First of all, we don't have a tank. Well, we do now, kind of. Okay. But let me tell you why their team is better than ours. If we group up, they're gonna destroy us because he has his AoE, and I know that he's pretty nasty. I'm not sure if he has that much AoE or not. I know he also has one of his abilities goes through in a straight line and just destroys everything. And if we group up, this guy will just come in and just rock our world. So they have a really good kind of Raffle Stomp team comp right now. And so far, we have an okay team, but we only have, well, she's kind of tanky too. So we have two tank-ish characters, which is good. We have an ability power, either or attack damage, or ability power, which is really good. She can escape, I can escape, she can escape, he can kind of escape, and she doesn't need to escape. She's just a beast. So our team comp is pretty good too, but I think overall there's a slightly better. And you want to try and look at all of those things. So, like, you want to look at if their team has an all-in comp, and what I mean by that is if they're playing like champions that can just jump at you, like they got a Jax and they got a whatever, just people that can jump on you, right? So like who else can jump on you? Lee Sin, they got Tristana can jump on you. And that means that their whole team can basically like just jump forward and just destroy someone in like a second. So that's like that's kind of what I'm talking about. If they have a team comp like that, you want to make sure that if no one else on your team does, and usually they don't because this is bronze, you want to pick a character that can stop that from happening, that can either stop it from happening or can at least slow it down a lot and make you get the hell out of there very quickly. And what do I mean by that? So if they have that all-in comp, you want to get something like a Thresh. He can put his box up and it'll slow them all down. You want to get something like maybe Sivir that can activate her ult and make you guys run fast so they can't catch you. You want to get something like a Mumu. He can just run in there and stun them all as soon as they jump in. A Mumu hard counters. Well, that's kind of why I ban him, because he's too good in my opinion. But Morgana does that too, where like if a whole team just kind of jumps at you, she'll just pop her ult, maybe pop a Zhonya's and hang out, and you know what? It's going to stop them dead in their tracks. Why? Because if they don't, they're going to all get stunned, and if your team is smart, then they'll turn around and just wipe them out. And that's what you want to look at when you pick a team. When you really are going in this with the intention of winning and not just being a troll, or depending on your team to win, you need to be the one that steps up and actually takes that position. Because if no one else does, and you don't want to be the guy that tells other people, so like, hey, pick a Mumu. Like, that's not who you want to be, okay? Because maybe that guy sucks at playing a Mumu. Like, you can suggest it. You can say, hey, a Mumu would be really good against this team comp. If someone can play him, play him. He'll do really good, and suggest that. But don't demand or tell people, hey, play a Mumu, because a lot of people get pressured into it. And if they're really bad at playing a Mumu, then you did yourself no favors, okay? It might work, like he might save you once or twice, but he might do a lot better on a different champion, and you know what? He didn't pick that champion. So now you're stuck with a really bad Amumu on your team. So, and then there's also the argument like, hey, but I already picked, and, I can't pick Amumu. Well, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. Just, figure out a different way to deal with it. And there's a lot. So, like, buy items that will make you run faster. Like, you can buy this thing here, and it's, it's pretty much, and I'm saying a lot, which I think is kind of annoying, actually, so I should probably stop. But this thing right here will save your butt if they have an all-in comp and they're just trying to bum rush you and just trying to raffle stomp all over you. That thing has saved my butt, I can tell you, quite a few times. And obviously it's not an item that you want to get on Riven, and I know that. But, if you're stuck as the support, and you already picked support, and, you don't have that ability to stop them, their whole team combo, then that's a really good way to deal with it. If you're an ADC and you're worried because they have a lot of CC, this is a good way to deal with that. So it's just important to, oh wow, she just popped her, wow. Oh, okay. So, try and help your allies. If someone's really bad, that's the other thing. If like our jungler is probably not that good because she just popped smite right off the bat, so I probably know that she's probably not that good, right? So I'm not gonna like rage and be a total, douche about it and be like, oh my god, our jungler sucks. Why? Because it's gonna just piss her off and probably make her play worse. So, you know, that's not who I want to be, right? So you don't do that. You try and help them. If you see them struggling, you know, and you can help, then help. You know, if you can't help, then don't add your nonsensical negative input. I always, if I'm really good in a match and I'm really winning my lane, I always look on the mini map and I look here, you know, and I look elsewhere, and I say, you know, who can I get to? Like, can I go to that lane and can I help that person? And sometimes the answer is yes, I can. And when the answer is yes, oh, I'm lagging. You want to go there and you want to help them, okay? So, what am I doing now? He's kind of aggro, so he's, you know, I missed that. He's putting a little beating on me. So, what can I do right now? I can't really do much. I just have to CS under turret. What else? Also, be really mindful of the map. So, like, keep an eye on this part right here. Because right now, there's no one there. I'm not seeing anybody, so I'm going to be a little bit skeptical as to where they are. So, like, if you don't see anyone, it's not a good idea to run up. Because, see that? He just, like, what if there's 2 or 3 of them right here? And I'm, like, running all the way up here, and they just come up and, you know, stun me or whatever. You want to be careful. Man, I'm CSing so bad right now. Well, that's funny I say that because I'm doing like 10 times better than everyone else. So this is bronze, right? So you wanna, your abilities, okay? Oh shit. Your abilities are meant to be used, okay? If you don't use them to CS or to get away, then you're not playing right. Right? So I just barely got out of there. That was kind of cool. I'm not going to go back in there. I'm not that crazy. But I am going to hang out and I'm going to gain experience, hopefully, because in top lane, that's really important. Okay, so the experience in top lane is really important. I've noticed that. And it is kind of dangerous, especially if you go up against some really good players. It can be very dangerous to stay up here with low health. But this is bronze, right? So I'm not that worried about it. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm not going to push this up because I'm low. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit, that was not good. Come on, no. Oh wow. Okay, so yeah, that's why I didn't want to push that up because I knew that they were probably hanging out waiting for me. But that's okay. We got 1, we almost got 2, so I'm not that worried about it. What else? Let's see. So builds for Riven, you can look that up and you know you can learn from whatever and however online or watch me or watch some diamond players maybe. So watching diamond players is a really good way to learn, but I feel like it's really hard to understand some of the things that they're doing because they play in a totally different world than we do. Us people that play in bronze, like we don't have to worry about some of the things that they worry about. So like a good example of this is I saw a guide for Akali for Diamond, and your starting item for Akali is Zhonya's, and that's because you get focused like mad in Diamond, so you need a Zhonya's, you need to stay alive if you're going to be effective. And in bronze, I've done that build, and to be honest, it's good, but it's not the best build that I've done on Akali, simply because bronze players are not all that trigger happy about killing an Akali as soon as she comes up. You know, they will focus you, but it's not. I find that they're nowhere near as bad, I guess, as if I were maybe in Diamond and needed to have that item in order to survive. So that's one thing there. What else? Let's see. So this guy is just gonna poke me, and you know what? I don't care that he's poking me because I can regen A, B, I'm getting CS, right? I'm at 42, and he's not, okay? That's more important. So like, he wants to fight me. I know he does because he's poking me. He's like trying to come up and trying to get in my face. And you know what? I don't care. I'm okay with what I'm doing. Why? Because I have an advantage right now. And you know what? My advantage, it's good. And I'm going to keep it. And if I get cocky and I try and fight him and a Fiddles pops out and just destroys me, that's not going to be good. So, I mean, I have this worded obviously, but still, you know, I don't want to get too cocky. I just want to take my time, figure out what's going on. Are we winning? Like, how's our allies doing? How many, you know, who's going to be a threat? So, like, you know, he's 4-1. Shit, he's definitely going to be a threat, right? But he's a Malphite, so I'm not that worried. Riven can probably hurt Malphite, right? So I'm not going to totally be worried about that. But I say this because you want to start planning. Like if they had, you know, a LeBlanc and she was like, I don't know, 8-0 right now, you know, I want to start thinking about, oh shit, am I gonna need to start building some items to counter LeBlanc, right? Do I need to go mid right now and gank LeBlanc to prevent her from getting an even crazier advantage? Right, so those are some of the things that I would be thinking about. But I don't think that's happening right now. So I'm not worried about it. What else? I could throw down with this guy right now, but I'm a little hesitant because I don't know what he has up his sleeve. I don't see a lot of people here, so I'm worried Fiddles might be hanging out nearby. So I'm not going to throw down with him, but I am going to mess with him a little bit. And that was a bad call on my part. I messed with him and he messed with me back. That's okay. It was fun. I had fun, I'll admit. That was kind of exciting, almost dying there. You shouldn't do that, but you know, if you're, you know, it is a game. You do want to have fun while you play. So that's why I did it. I probably did it because I'm a noob though, but I'm gonna make excuses like every other noob, and not actually address the real cause of the problem, which is me being a noob. But anyways, getting back to the serious stuff. This guy's gonna be a problem. Not if he suicides though. Well, actually, he got shut down gold. So yeah, he's gonna be a problem. He's smart, right? So I am strong enough now, I think, to take this guy. And Fiddles is mid, so if this guy comes back here and he wants to throw down, I'm gonna take him for a ride. Riven is very powerful when it comes to fighting, and I'm also going to look at our levels. So I have 2 levels on this guy. I can, well, 1 level now, but I'm pretty confident that I can take this guy. Why? Because I have a level advantage, and in top lane, that's really, really important, is having a level advantage, right? So he's going to ward this, and that's great. That's cool that he did that. You know, that's smart. But I'm not that worried about it. Because I have some health potions, and I'm just gonna hang out. So he's not gonna come. I'm pushing this up too far, but you know what I can do? I can go mid and gank, and that's what I'm gonna do. Zed might be a problem, but his CS is low, so I'm not that worried about him. What else do we want to do? So we're gonna take this guy out right here. And this guy wants to go too, so we'll take him too. And we're good to go. So a little bit of a camera bugginess happening, but that's okay. Cool, so I'm not going to go back top because I want to see what's going on here for a second. I'm not going to go like, you know, yeah, we have an advantage, but I'm not going to run in there like an idiot and die. But I am going to kind of see what's going on a little bit. So like, what are they trying to do? I'm going to try and push this, right? If they are, I'm going to need to defend it. Is my team powerful enough to take the next one? I don't think we are, so I'm not going to rush in like a crazy idiot. But I do see this right here, and it looks like he wants to die. So I'm going to kill him. I got carried away there. Anyways. Fun stuff. So, I like this start for Riven a lot. Riven gets extremely powerful once you get some damage and armor penetration. And right now they got, let's see, one guy that's kind of tanky, one guy that's building kind of tanky, one guy that's, I don't know what he's doing, and he's gonna be a problem, so I'm gonna get some armor pen right now, and damage. Could wait for that, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna get some boots, some pots, and I might get a ward or two. And you know what? I'm gonna go right back to farming because I can. And we're not taking any objectives right now. They took mid. They're definitely not gonna get this with just them two, because why? Because when we get to it, their whole team's gonna show up and they're gonna kick their butt. Right? We got two people over here, so that's not gonna happen right now, right? I need to get a little bit more powerful. I am up quite a bit from everyone in CS, but you know, I want to keep my advantage and I want to expand it. So I'm gonna just, you know, go right back in and do this. But I also need to be careful because I know that at some point, you know, they're gonna want to come for me, and I want to be ready for that. So this is cool. They're like chasing him around the turret. See, I don't even care for that. I'm not chasing kills, right? What am I doing? I'm taking objectives. Why? Because chasing kills doesn't win you the game. I was in a game with this guy, and he chased and chased, and he was like the most fed guy on our team, and he was just chasing kills all game long, just chasing, getting kills, and he was getting kills, right? So he was like, yeah, I'm gonna keep doing this. This is working. It's awesome. And I knew we were gonna lose, because the strongest guy on our team, his mentality was we need more kills. So like he had this really massive advantage, which was he had a lot of kills, and he totally did not use his advantage to win the game. He used it to keep chasing kills, and in his continuous chase of kills, he lost his advantage, and we lost the game. So his argument that he made with me was, I was telling him stop chasing kills and get objectives, and his argument was, if we kill their whole team, we win the game, right? And that might be true, but you have to think about it kind of logically. Sorry, give me just a second. Shit. So you have to think about that logically. See, I got too far up and I wasn't paying attention because I was explaining to you guys, and I got my butt kicked. So what did he say? He said, if we kill their whole team, we win the game. And that might sound true, but it's actually not, and I'll tell you why. Because if your objective is to just kill them, you'll never win the game, and I'll tell you why. Because every time you kill them, they respawn. So, like, let's just say your priority is kill them and then take objectives, right? That's okay, that's good. But I think his mentality was just kill them. I don't think he understood what taking objectives were. And he had this idea that, like, this is chess or something, and if you kill all the pieces, that you win. But that this is not chess. You don't win by killing them all. When you kill them, they respawn. So if your goal to win the game was just to kill them all, well then you couldn't ever win because they would always respawn, and eventually they would kill your Nexus if, you know, that wasn't on your list of things to do, was to take objectives and kill their Nexus. So it's good to get kills in the beginning and stuff, but that should never be your priority. Your priority should always be to get objectives like turrets and inhibitors and the Nexus. The reason that his argument doesn't work is because every time you kill them, they're going to respawn. So the more you chase them and try and kill them, they're just going to keep respawning. And then, like, you know, let's say you kill them and the respawn timer is 30 seconds. And, you know, one of them respawns. So, like, you get the turret to have health, and then you realize, oh, this guy's back up, so I'm going to go and kill him again. So, like, you run up to him and you kill him again. And now two of them are back up, you know, the two that you killed before. So you're like, oh, I'm going to go kill them now, too. So, like, you go and you kill them. And then, like, you know, you're never going to kill that freaking turret because they're just going to keep respawning. And you're just going to keep going back and forth and trying to chase them and kill them and chase them and kill them. And you're never going to get the turret. And you're never going to win. You might get lucky and you might ace their whole team and rush them really quickly and win, but you don't want to depend on that. You want to slowly take away their objectives, slowly take away their strengths. So he's not going there, he's going there. And I'm not going to chase. But he wants to come back, so maybe not, I'm not going to chase. And I don't know where they are, but my team's right here, so I might hang out, wait over here for a minute, and just keep farming. That's my objective, is to keep farming and to take their objectives. So I'm not worried about Twitch getting away. I don't care if Twitch gets away, because I'm going to keep farming, and I'm going to be stronger than Twitch. And when I have to fight them, it's like in real life, you don't want to fight unless you have to, or unless, you know, you have something really big to gain. In this situation, it's a game, so you get gold, but, you know, I'm not going to talk about real life because it's kind of crazy. Why you would ever fight someone in real life, I don't know why you would. I don't even know why I'm talking about this, but I am. And I hope you guys are amused. So what am I doing? I'm split pushing. Why? Because I can. If they all die, we still get something out of this, right? If my whole team dies right now, we still get something, which is that turret, you know? If this wasn't bronze, I might be with my team maybe if they really needed me helping them, but this is bronze and I don't really care if they need me because I got a turret. So that's fine. I just took that away from them and my whole team benefited. Why? Because they all got gold from it. So this is all worded, so I know I'm kind of safe here. Not that safe, but at least, you know, I'll have a heads up if they are coming. Right? So that's good for me. What else do I want to do? Well, this Fiddles is here, right? I have a flash. Oh, and look at that. So as soon as I get out there, they're gonna just, like, you know, jump at me with everything they got. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm not that crazy because Fiddles will CC me, and, you know, I want to keep my advantage. I don't want to give it back to them, right? So he's alone now. I know that the Fiddle's left, so now I'm gonna go and make my advantage bigger because he doesn't know I'm here. And that's how we make our advantage bigger. And I'm just gonna keep pushing. And fail at CS. but that's okay. So what am I going to do now? Well, I'm going to ward this, and I'm going to like, you know, I'm going to be territorial now and just be like, yo, this spot's mine, back off. Why? I don't know, because I can right now. My team is busy trying to get killed right here, and I'm making I'm farming more. I'm giving myself more of an edge. What are they doing? I don't know. It's a 5-on-3 right now. I don't know what they're doing. I think they're just getting killed right now. Oh, it looks like I was right. But I'm gonna buy items, right? So let's see what items we need. So there's right now the guy with the most kills is this guy. He's the runner up. And then him. So attack damage, ability power, attack damage, ability power. So I think I don't need to build defensively because I have quite an advantage right now. I want to keep building offensively, and I'm gonna continue split pushing. So I think that's a good choice, but I need this for the cooldown reduction. So let's just go back a step and let's do that for now. We can sell this and get that. So let's check that out. Now I have more farm to do there, right? So I'm gonna go back and keep at it. So I don't know what they're doing again. This is 1, 2, 3 against 5. She's in the jungle, you know, farming like any, you know, good bronze noob does, like us, and they're pushing a 3-on-5 for an inhibitor turret that they're probably not going to get, which any bronze noob does too, I guess. So this is what you should expect from these games, guys. Don't expect like to have really awesome teammates and for them to know exactly what they're doing and carry you. You need to do the carrying most of the time, and that's okay. You just gotta take it slow, you know, take your advantages one by one, little by little, and then you'll be fine. So we are gonna engage here, it looks like, because we got one guy coming around from behind. I'm not the front line, so I'm not gonna go first, but that's warded now, so I know that it's safe to be here. I am gonna go in from behind, and I see the fiddles, right? I don't want any of that, so I'm gonna wait. And this is not safe for me to continue, so I need to hide. Okay, I definitely don't want any of that, and I need to hope to God that this is not warded. And I'll know it is in a couple seconds because they'll all come after me, but I don't think it is. So I think I'm okay here for a couple seconds. I don't know where they are. I do know where they are, so I know that they're at Baron, right? And I know the path that they took, so I can guesstimate which part is warded and which part is not. So they're getting killed by Baron right now, and right now is a good time for me to strike. And I got one, and that's not what I wanted. I got two, but that's not what I wanted. But you know what I did? I stopped them from getting a Baron, and I got 2 kills. So if I had stayed with this hey fight now mentality, I would not have had the opportunity to give us the Baron. I wouldn't have, because I would have been dead. If I had ran in there and just tried to go like Rambo ham on them, I would have been dead, and there's no way I would have been able to stop that. So that's I think another really important part of how to win is you need to know when to engage and when to just stay away. And that was one of those situations where I'm definitely glad I stayed away at the right time, and I'm glad I engaged at the right time. So it's important to think, guys, when you're playing these games, you need to think, if I go in there now, am I going to live? If I die, will it be worth it? Will the kills outweigh the benefit? And you know what I realized? If I go in, I'm going to die. And would I get a kill? Maybe, but would it be worth it? Probably not. So what did I do? You know, there was no. I didn't know that they were going to go for Baron. I didn't. So, um, would it have been worth it for me to, you know, if they didn't go for Baron, it would have still been worth it. Why? Because I would have been alive. Let's say they went after, you know, this. I might have let them have this because I'm not brave enough to go, I don't know, 4-on-1 over here. But I might have tried to clear the wave here and hold them off at least right here until my teammates respawned. Ooh, that's cool. I like Twitch, he's pretty good. What else? So, yeah, I'm gonna take a breather real quick. I've been talking a lot, so I'm gonna kind of relax a little and keep doing what I always do, just keep farming. So what am I thinking about right now? I'm thinking this guy's probably gonna die. I'm thinking I should probably farm more. I'm thinking we're not powerful enough to push effectively yet because there's only 1, 2, 3, well, there were 4 of us, but now there's only 3 of us alive. So we definitely don't want to push. No one is warding, so I mean, you know, I'm gonna ward, but you know, you want to generally always ward. And where do you ward? You want to ward in effective spots. I was in a game with this guy, and I told him to ward, and let me tell you where he put the wards. He put 1 ward right here, and 1 ward right here. Okay. And this might seem like a good idea. When I first started playing, I thought it was a great idea. Why? Well, because I knew that people like to use this middle lane, and I would know if they were going that way or if they were going that way. I would know generally what part of the map they wanted to go to, and this is bad and it's all wrong because you're not trying to figure out where they're going. Okay, you want to know. Because they might not even take this road. They might go here, so you'll miss them. You know, they might go here. So you want to ward areas where you know you'll get good coverage and you'll see them a lot and often. Generally, these brushes are good places to ward. Anywhere that you see brush, if you don't know any better, is definitely a good place to ward, okay? I find that a couple of my favorite places would be probably like right here because you can see them if they're going through here, you can see them if they're going through here, you can see them from here, and you can see them if they're going that way. So you'll know, you know, any of those routes that they take, you'll know that they're going there. Another good spot is maybe here because you'll see them from there, there, and there, and probably here. The other one has some nice spots too, but I'll probably go over that later on. So they probably think I'm a noob right now because I wasn't doing anything for like the last, I don't know, 30 seconds, just hanging out in the bush. But I don't really care because my team just destroyed them. And I'm gonna keep split pushing. They don't have a minion wave here. They do here, so you know. Why was I hanging out there? I'll tell you why. Because I figured that there's a high possibility that they would all die. If I was there with them, I might have been able to clean up and take some kills home. But I wasn't too worried about that. What was I more worried about? I was more worried about if they got aced here, and let's say they rushed our turrets and took our inhibitor. That's what I was worried about. So the reason I was hanging out right here is because if that were to happen, if they did ace us, and they started pushing like mega hardcore, I'm standing right here, so I wait for them to push and get up to about like right here, and then I knock out this inhibitor turret and the inhibitor. And why is that good? Well, because by the time that they get here and try and get ours, I already got theirs. So even if they get ours, it's an even trade, so we didn't lose anything technically. We lost kills, but as far as advantages, we would be even. The other thing I was thinking is they might have sent one guy here to clear this and keep it empty, and I would have been there to kill him and take the objective anyways. Why am I hiding here right now? I'm kind of just talking to you guys and just figuring out, you know, what I want to do next. So most of my team is dead. Some of their team is dead. I'm not going to go in and help. I don't want to give away my position. I already know this isn't worded. If I was in a higher elo, I would probably want a pink ward here to make sure it's not warded, but I know it's not because they haven't come over here to check on it, right? I already took this, right? Oh wait, no I didn't. So, okay, I want to take this, right? So I know that they're going to be preoccupied, and I'm going to wait until I'm in the clear, until this is almost gone. And I got like very little time to do this. And it's not going to happen, so I'm going to get the hell out. And that's okay, that buys us time. Why? Because, you know, these minions are going to keep pushing them. So I'm okay with that. I don't see them on the minimap, so I'm going to be scared, because it's a good idea to be scared all the time. Well, not scared like you're afraid to engage, but just careful. You want to be careful. You don't want to get too cocky and think, oh, Zed's here by himself, and like run in and then Twitch be invisible like right behind you and just destroy you. That's not what you want. So that's that. They're preoccupied again. I don't want any part of that. I do, however, want this inhibitor. So they're going to duke it out, and I don't care. Why? Because I'm taking objectives. So my team might have just died completely, but I don't care. I am going to kill this Twitch, because I'm going to, I know I am. He's gonna not chase me. Yes, he's gonna keep chasing me. So let's see what happens. I don't think he's gonna catch me because I'm riven. I didn't want to fight him next to their base because I knew that there was a good chance that he would have allies nearby and they would come in and maybe intervene before I got a chance to kill him. So I didn't do that. But I do have a bunch of gold now, and I distracted them long enough to get this thing down. That was also part of my objective. I knew that that would probably happen if I kept them distracted top. I knew that the minion wave down here might be enough to take that down. Now if you're in a higher elo, like let's say you're in gold or whatever silver, that probably wouldn't have happened because they would have had enough sense to be here to stop that. But this is bronze, and I'm using my enemy's weakness to my advantage. I like this spot just because it's I've been having a lot of success, I think, split pushing this game, and I haven't been dying, which is awesome, and I've been getting CS, and I've been getting close to getting kills split pushing also, so I'm going to stick to it. I could go and help with the Baron, but this is probably going to give me just about as much gold as this, and I'm going to get both anyways, so I'm going to go for it. Now they're gonna go mid again, and that's fine. I'm gonna let that happen, and they probably know I'm here. So I need to come up with something. So I need to be clever in order to be able to get this. You know what? I think they're probably just preoccupied. I'm just gonna go for it. And you might be thinking, all this work just for an inhibitor? Yes, all this work for an inhibitor, because this is gonna put pressure on them. It's gonna put a lot of pressure. So it's not just one inhibitor. We got the one down here. Oh well, we did. And now we're going to have two. And you know what? We lost that team fight, as you can clearly see, but we got an inhibitor, so it doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter that we lost, but as far as like the whole trade and exchange itself, we did okay there. And now I'm going to hope, so I'm not going to back yet. I want to hope that their whole team is going to go and push. And when I notice that they are, I don't see Zed here. He's not stopping this, okay? I'm taking this Nexus turret. Okay, I'm not worried if they take our inhibitor. We already have two of theirs, okay? So I kind of sort of stopped this attack. and I almost had them. And that's okay. So what did I do here? My team was dead. They took this one. I caused them to back so they didn't take our inhibitor. I did that. I actually caused them to back because I threatened this right here. What else did I do? I bought enough time for my allies to respawn. So, you know, if I had gotten this, awesome, okay? If they were all pushing and going for this, they would have probably gotten it, but I would have taken their Nexus turret, which I think is probably more important as far as winning the game goes. Now what's my teammates going to do? Just like idiots again in Bronze, they're going to go back one by one and try and push, and they might be successful and they might not, who knows. All spread out, being complete idiots in my opinion. I'm, you know what, I've accepted that from Bronze players, including myself. I do this sometimes too when I'm not thinking, and that's okay. It's okay to do that because, you know, maybe you don't know any better, but I'm teaching you guys now. So, you know, I mean, look at this, right? This is good for us. We're gonna take this right here. Why? Because I was there. I made this happen because I hung out here and I didn't, you know, I wasn't hungering for a fight. I just hung out. And you know what? We're gonna win this game. Why? Because look, they're having a really hard time stopping this. And by the time they do stop this, and they try and push, you know what? It doesn't matter because I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna take this one right here. Okay, or I'm gonna take this one when it respawns. So I am pretty much single-handedly winning us this game right now because I'm not following my team. I have my own strategy. I have my own, like, this is my design here. I have this strategy and I know it's gonna work because I've done it a couple times. And I know that these guys are gonna be idiot. Like, look at this guy. He's gonna run up on his own again, just alone, completely alone, and he's gonna try and take this on his own. And these guys are gonna see him trying to do this, and they're gonna want to try and help, and they're gonna run up and try and help him. And they might not, and they might, you know, keep jungling like she's been doing. But I'm depending on this to happen, and I know that once they get distracted, that's my opening. That's when I go. I could join the team fight and we might win the team fight. You know, you could argue that we might win, but I think that there's a high chance that I'll get carried away being idiots like them and I'll get killed. So I don't want to play that game with them. I'm just gonna wait, and you know what? Now's my time. Now's my time. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna take their Nexus. Why? Because they're all in the middle. They're chasing like mad. And you know what? I don't want to play anymore. I'm ready to end this game. And it looks like my plan was cut short. But Tristana's gonna keep at it. And hopefully she gets it. No, she didn't get it. But I'm hoping we bought just enough time. We did get this one, so that's good. That's gonna put more pressure here. Okay. He's gonna try and take this on his own, and he might succeed, he might not, who knows. If this guy wasn't such a bad, he wouldn't just be standing here. He would, I mean, he's taken every opportunity now to run up and do absolutely nothing here by himself, but now that he has a chance to stop this from happening, he's just gonna sit in base. And you know what? That's okay. I expect that because I'm in bronze right now. Okay, so what am I gonna do? I realize that I need to go and win this game for my team. I can choose to team fight with them, but I don't want to. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna win this game. You know what? I'll give them a chance. Maybe one of these team fights, I'll see if I can join them and maybe help. But I don't know, man. I've had some bad experience with getting involved in team fights and just getting destroyed because they have a very, very deadly team. Like, if I get carried away in a team fight, I know I'm going to get killed. They have a Twitch, they have a Malphite. Like, I'm going to get CC'd really hard by either the Fiddles or the Malphite. I'm going to get CC'd by this guy too, probably, and they're going to kill me because I'm Riven. So I'm going to, honestly, right now, I want to try and avoid team fights because my team doesn't have any coordination. I cannot expect them to CC for me and to give me a window, you know what I mean, to like to make things happen. I can't expect that from my team. So I'm gonna just build damage right now and maybe some attack speed. And I'm gonna go in and take that turret. I need some attack speed. I don't normally build this on riven, but I'm trying to end the game right now. And you know what? That'll help me push, but no, that's not good. That's not what I want. I want this. So let's see what I can do here. We got that one. I'm going to try and get this one again and just keep the pressure on them. I don't want to give them any space to breathe. If we don't keep pressure here and here, and this applies in real life too. So I've done some martial arts, and I noticed that people tend to make a lot more mistakes when you hurt them, as in you put a lot of pressure on them, right? So like if you put pressure on your neck, like you squeeze your neck, it makes you cringe and it makes you not want to be in that position, and it makes, you know, you do things to get out of it, and you might not even think straight. You might not even think logically in a situation to try and get out of it. And that's what I want. I want to force my enemy to think illogically and to do things that they wouldn't normally do to stop the carnage that I'm going to inflict on them. And I'm gonna die. But if this guy's any good, and of course, like a good bronze player, he's gonna CC the Malphite instead of CC the Twitch, which is awesome for me because, anyways, you wanna CC, always CC the ADC preferably. There's no point to CC the guy that does no damage because he doesn't do any damage. So if you CC him, he's still gonna not do any damage. Yeah. So the pressure here has been released. So now they have breathing room. Now they can come up with a strategy, and if I were on their team, I would come up with a strategy. I think a couple good strategies here would be to take these turrets. So like take the outer turrets. You know, you can poke these, right? But these are going to give you gold, and if you're behind in gold, you want these because they'll give you gold, and they're easy to take. At least easier than these, than the Nexus ones. We have another person on our team chasing kills, doesn't even want to get this, but wants to chase kills, and you know what? That's great, but she's giving away her advantage right now. That's not what we need. We need to keep our advantage. So by giving away her advantage, what I mean is she's fed. She might get a kill, but she's gonna give a kill. And when you have an advantage, you do not want to trade kills, because even though you're gonna get stronger, the enemy will get stronger as well. So you might think that you're actually helping yourself, but you're really not, because you're inadvertently giving them an advantage, and it's an unnecessary advantage. You're better off keeping the advantage that you have and not giving them any more. That's a much better strategy than taking more and giving more when you have the lead. So they're going to push bot, and I'm going to fake top, and I'm going to keep pushing top. If they can stay preoccupied from here, I'll take this, but I don't think it's looking good for me right now. I think they're definitely going to come after me. Yeah, they're probably coming after me right now. At least I'm going to keep them busy top. And I'm going to keep some pressure, at least right here. If it's not on this, it's not the super minions, it's at least going to be pressure here. So they're forced to either, like, I think he just teleported, I don't know what he did. But they're forced to deal with it. I'm going to waste their time. I'm going to force them, instead of having time to take turrets and getting their lead on us, or getting, coming back into this game, I'm going to force them to 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 deal with me being here and waste their time. I'm really sick of this Twitch. I kind of want to kill him, but I'm not going to go Rambo yet. So I do think we can take this. Tristan is here, and it looks like we have a distraction. Yes. There we go. That's what I want.
Shut down. Double kill.
And the pressure is back on, guys. So I don't care that they just killed her, because I just got an inhibitor. And you know what? That's more important, because now the pressure is back on. Now we're threatening this again, because the super minions are gonna hurt a lot. And if we get this one too, it's gonna hurt even more. So they're pushing right now. And they're backing. So I don't see any of them. I'm a little bit scared. They might be like right here, they might be like right here, so I'm gonna get the hell out. And you know what? I've pissed them off enough to where this Malphite really wants some of me. He's like, he really wants to take me out. And you know what? That's cool. He can keep chasing me. I don't care. So I don't know where Malphite went, and I'm pretty sure he's somewhere around here. I'm gonna cut right through here. Hope that he's not somewhere in these bushes. Okay, I see him now, so he'll probably come through here maybe. I'm gonna go, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna change positions. I'm gonna start attacking the other side. So I'm like the one-man team right now. I can tell these guys, like, hey guys, take a different route, because they know we're coming from here, right? They can stop us if we go through here, because they know we're coming. They can ward it, so they have vision. They can do a lot of things, right, to prevent us if they're smart. So I know that they have those options. So I'm not too keen on going with them, and I can tell my team, hey guys, stop doing this. But I've had really bad experiences in League of Legends where I'll tell my team the right thing to do and they just don't listen, and you know what? That's okay. It's their game. They can play it how they want. They don't have to listen to me. They can mute me all they want. I'm not focusing on how to tell my team how to win. I'm focusing on how to win the game right now by myself. So I know that this is a team game, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to win. And right now, I'm gonna try and do that. So I know that they probably can't take this, and I've pushed these both up, and I know that they probably can't take these, right, because they're too far pushed out. So what I think is going to happen is they're going to send some or one or all of them after me, or they're going to keep pushing this and not succeed. So I'm going to wait until someone comes down here, and it doesn't look like anyone is, so Zed is down there, so I'm going to keep pushing this. Nar's the only one up here right now that can do anything about my push, and you know what? He's not going to be able to do anything about it. So I know Twitch is there now. Oh wow. Oh wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. That is not what I wanted. So this Twitch is here, and I know he's going to want to try and kill me, so this is what I'm going to do here. I kept the pressure on, that's okay. I prevented them from taking these two. I prevented that because I had this one pushed up and I was pushing this one up, so I prevented that advantage. There weren't enough of them alive to take these, and we had a couple people killing the waves, so they couldn't take that, so that's okay. I knew that, right? What I need to try and do is I need to really try and take these inhibitors out. I think they know I'm coming, so they're keeping one guy here, um, ready for me, because they've kind of they're trying to deal with me doing this. So they're keeping someone or two people to defend, and I need to think of a way to deal with that, right? So I can what can I do? Let's think for a second. Well, first of all, I can sell this because the cooldown's up, and I'm not going to use it for a
Your
while.
inhibitor is respawning soon.
I probably want something to deal with Twitch. I'll try that because he does a lot of burst, and that'll give me a shield. But what's happening now? It looks like my team realized that, hey, we can take these two inhibitors. We don't have to take middle. So I think that that's good that they realize that, and I want them to keep pushing. And if my team does threaten these two here, I'm gonna try and take that out, or at least just put pressure. Or, you know what? I'm gonna team fight with them this time because they're not expecting that. So I'm gonna see what happens here. Oh, this does not look good at all. Interestingly, we're definitely gonna go take this inhibitor. And that's not gonna work. Oh wow, that's not good. So I think we just lost the game. So they're gonna blame me for the loss, and that's okay, because that's what they do. Instead of actually trying to figure out what they could have done better, they just want to blame me, and you know what? That's fine. Yeah, we could have taken this if she came with me, and we could have probably taken out that Gnar. That's fine. She's just gonna hang out there and get killed anyways. I'm okay with that. So we're gonna lose this game because this is bronze. You can expect some losses. I don't know. Maybe Cat can stop this, but I really doubt it. I really doubt she's gonna stop this, and she's not gonna stop it. Maybe Poppy can stop it, and she's gonna run out on her own and probably get killed.
Has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain.
So, we got 65 seconds till he's back. Our team is coming back up right now. Let me get some home guards. Should have gotten those sooner. I was talking to you guys, not paying attention. I need to stop this, okay, right now. I'm also gonna stop this. They're gonna push, right? But they're not very smart because it's two of them against it's two of us against four of them. So they're not gonna get anything, okay? They're just not. And I need to let them know that that's not a good idea. I'm gonna ward Baron in case they try and get a Baron. Okay, and I'm also gonna backdoor because they're very close to ending this, and I don't want that to happen. I don't know what that is. Okay. So I already wasted my ward. So I don't know whether or not this is warded, and it's really risky for me to hang out here. I'm gonna admit it is very risky. But look at how spread out my team is right now. We have two people here doing absolutely nothing. Okay, they're gonna get killed right now. We have two people here doing absolutely nothing, okay? So my last hope for this game right now is to backdoor. I don't even want to team fight with these guys because I don't think that they'll be able to CC enough at all of any of them for me to get any kills. So, I mean, I'm going to go against my instincts here and just give this a shot. Why did they give up? Oh wow, that was not good. I wasn't even paying attention. It looks like they killed our Nexus. And that's what happens in bronze. You get backward, which is what I was trying to do, but their team defended it and my team didn't. So that's bronze for you. I hope you guys learned something from this. See this right here, this Katarina with 25 kills, and that doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter that she has 25 kills. Why? Because we're both gold capped. We're both item capped. Okay, 25 kills. All that means is that Alistair only got 5, or that Tristana didn't get full build. Well, she did because it was a 57-minute game, but it doesn't mean anything because we didn't win. Okay, they won. And they won because they took our objectives and they defended our strategies. Our team was we just were not playing to win. I was trying to win, but I failed because they countered my strategy. So I hope you guys learned something from this, and better luck next time for me and you guys if you're watching this. I hope you guys get out of bronze because I'm having a hell of a time trying to do it myself. So good luck, guys.